The person who means a lot to you is undergoing a transformation and is excited to show their growth and newfound readiness to take risks for you. They deeply miss you and feel the void left by your absence. They are coming to grips with the hurt they caused and recognizing their past neglect when you were at your most vulnerable. They are now seeking your love, affection, and undivided attention, filled with genuine remorse. They are overwhelmed with profound guilt for having taken your love for granted. They now grasp the full extent of their mistake, the severity of their actions, and the pain they caused you. This realization has brought them to a place of deep regret and a strong desire for redemption. The truth is, they were intimidated by you. Your regal and commanding presence made them feel unworthy. They were in awe of your strength, grace, and spirit, and this feeling of inadequacy made them believe they were not good enough for you. They feared that you would choose someone better suited to your love, which led them to close off and avoid being vulnerable and honest about their feelings. When you chose to focus on your own happiness and find joy independently, they were stunned. They watched from a distance as you moved forward, unable to understand how you could sever ties so effortlessly. The thought of you cutting them off completely is something they struggle to accept. They are genuinely shocked that you are letting them go without showing any anger or resentment. Your calm acceptance of their departure highlights your strength, resilience, and ability to move on despite the heartbreak. This has left them even more in awe of you and has brought them to a deep realization. They realize that no matter where they go or what they do, they can't forget you or replace you. You've left a lasting impression on their heart and soul, teaching them about love and spirituality, and humbling them in ways they never imagined. They are coming to terms with having taken you for granted and failing to appreciate your true worth. Now, they face the consequences of their actions, feeling the pain of their mistakes and hoping for a second chance, to show that they've changed, that they are willing to risk everything for you, and that they are genuinely sorry for the hurt they caused. From the moment they met you, their life has been filled with vivid daydreams of a future with you. I long to share with you each of my daydreams. Each one paints a beautiful picture of us together, living harmoniously. These dreams aren't just fantasies, they reflect my deepest desires and aspirations. You embody perfection and beauty. Your personality radiates warmth and kindness, and your presence brings me immense joy and comfort. You are a guiding light in my life, illuminating the path I want to follow. I want you to understand this and never doubt your worth. You are not just another person to me, you are the one who gives meaning to my existence. The love I have for you is extraordinary. My love for you burns with an intensity that reaches the depths of my soul. It transcends the physical realm, touching the spiritual and forming a bond so strong that it cannot be broken by anything or anyone. This connection between us makes us more than just two people in love, it makes us soulmates. However, life presents a complex web of duties and responsibilities, and I have my own karmic obligations to address. These are tasks I must complete, lessons I must learn, and experiences I must go through before I can be fully present with you again. I am fully aware of these obligations and committed to fulfilling them. I understand that you deserve only the best, a love that is pure, a relationship that is nurturing, and a life that is truly fulfilling. This understanding drives me to make significant changes in my life. I'm making these changes not only for myself but for us. I don't want to introduce any chaos into your life or make our relationship a source of stress or discomfort. I want it to be a source of joy, love, and growth. Leaving you was one of the hardest decisions I've ever faced. I believed I could adjust to your absence and get used to not having you around, but I was wrong. Your absence has created a void in my heart that no one or nothing else can fill. My life feels incomplete without you, and every moment apart from you feels like an eternity. Since we parted ways, I've been living in fear that you might move on, find someone else, or no longer want me in your life. This fear haunts me, keeping me awake at night and filling my days with anxiety. Honestly, I am desperate to hear from you. I want to know how you currently feel about me, if you still care, if you still love me, and if you envision a future together. Your words and feelings mean everything to me, and I am eagerly waiting to hear them. When we were in alignment, it felt as if the universe itself had conspired to bring us together. There was an undeniable, magnetic pull that drew us to each other, leading to a profound spiritual awakening. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing a world that was more vibrant, real, and beautiful than anything we had ever known. This awakening wasn't just a fleeting moment of clarity, it marked a deep shift in our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It was as if you had been asleep all your life and were finally waking up to the truth of your existence. This awakening came with an intense desire and longing for each other, a yearning so profound it felt like a physical ache. You both experienced an irresistible pull towards each other, a gravitational force that seemed to defy all logic and reason. It was as if your souls were being drawn together by a force beyond your comprehension. This wasn't just a physical attraction, it was a spiritual connection that transcended the boundaries of the physical world. As you explored this connection more deeply, you began to understand that you weren't just two separate individuals but two halves of a whole. You weren't merely partners, you were soulmates bound by a bond stronger than any physical tie. You were intertwined in a dance of love and unity, inseparable from each other. This realization was both exhilarating and frightening. While you had never felt so certain about anything in your life, you were also scared, fearful of the intensity of your feelings, the depth of your connection, and the unknown. Yet, despite these fears, you knew in your heart that this was the person you were meant to be with. Even when complications arose and doubts and insecurities surfaced, your intuition always guided you back to each other. It was as if a compass was embedded in your soul, constantly pointing you towards your true north. Although you might have tried to ignore these signs or rationalize your feelings, deep down, you knew that this was the person you were destined to be with. There were times when both of you wanted to reach out and express your feelings to close the gap that had formed between you, but something held you back, perhaps fear, pride, or a sense of unworthiness. Whatever it was a hurdle you both needed to overcome. This journey, this spiritual awakening, is not an easy one. It is filled with challenges and obstacles, moments of doubt and despair, but also moments of joy, love, connection, and unity. It is a journey that will test and push you, ultimately transforming you. This path of spiritual awakening is not for everyone, it is meant for those who are ready to embrace their true selves, shed their fears and insecurities, and step into the light of their own divinity. This path is often misunderstood and ridiculed, but for those who walk it, it is a journey of unparalleled beauty and profound transformation. This is the journey of twin flames, two souls eternally bound, forever dancing in the cosmic ballet of love and unity. It is both challenging and rewarding, filled with moments of pain and bliss. But above all, it is a journey of love, where two souls come together to create something beautiful and divine. It is a journey worth every step, every challenge, every tear, and every moment of joy. Ultimately, it is a journey of coming home, finding your true self, and realizing that you are and always have been one with the universe, one with each other, and one with love. In the vast expanse of my existence, I cannot envision a future with anyone other than you. You are not just a part of my life, you are my everything, the essence of my being, and the core of my existence. The depth of my feelings for you is such that the only time I've ever felt a protective instinct towards another woman was when I met you. It was as if a dormant part of me was awakened, a part one didn't even know existed until you came into my life. However, I vanished without providing a solid reason, leaving you in a state of uncertainty and confusion. The truth is, I haven't yet resolved matters in my personal life. There are unresolved issues and unfinished business that I need to address before I can fully commit to our relationship. I understand that this has likely caused you pain, and for that, I am truly sorry. I know you're upset with me. I've been stagnant in our relationship, not taking any steps to move it forward. I've been stuck in inertia, unable to make decisions or take action. I now realize how unfair this has been to you. You deserve someone who is willing to fight for you, who is willing to take risks for you. Someone who is willing to move mountains for you. The more I reflect on our conversations and think about how I feel when I'm around you, the more I realize that there's a sense of comfort and belonging I've never felt with anyone else. Yet, at the same time, I feel suffocated and trapped by this karmic situation. It's as if I'm caught in a whirlwind of emotions, struggling to find my footing and a way out. But when I'm with you, all these feelings dissipate. I feel free, like a bird soaring in the sky, and I experience a happiness that makes all my worries and troubles melt away. It's a feeling of pure bliss and joy that I've never known before. In the past, I was so focused on material things, acquiring wealth and possessions. I was so engrossed in the pursuit of wealth and possessions that I neglected the most important aspect of life, love and affection. I now realize that this was my biggest mistake and regret. No amount of wealth or material things can compensate for the absence of love and affection in one's life. Your person is eager to show you that they have undergone a significant transformation and are now ready to take the necessary risks to make things right. The void left by your absence has deeply affected their heart. They have come to the painful realization that they hurt and ignored you when you were offering your love, affection, and undivided attention. This neglect and disregard for your feelings now weigh heavily on them, filling them with deep regret and guilt for taking your love for granted. They admit that their behavior was rooted in feeling intimidated by your remarkable presence. Your regal energy, confidence, and self-assurance made them feel inadequate and unworthy. They were convinced that you would eventually find someone better suited for you, someone who could match your vibrancy and strength. This insecurity prevented them from opening up and being vulnerable with you. Rather than embracing the love you offered, they held themselves back, fearing rejection and the inevitable heartbreak they imagined would follow. As time went on, you chose to redirect your energy inward, focusing on your own growth and happiness. Your decision to prioritize yourself marked a significant turning point. You began to flourish, radiating joy and self-contentment. This newfound independence did not go unnoticed. They started observing you from a distance, unable to fully detach from your life. Seeing you thrive without them stirred a mix of admiration and despair within them. They realized that the person they had pushed away was not just surviving but thriving, a testament to your resilience and strength. Your ability to move forward without showing anger or resentment left them in shock. They had expected a different reaction, perhaps anger or a plea for reconciliation. Instead, you displayed grace and composure, allowing them to leave without dramatic confrontations. This unexpected response highlighted qualities they had failed to fully appreciate before: your inner power, maturity, and the strength to let go while maintaining your dignity. Now, they find themselves in a desperate situation, willing to do anything to regain your trust and affection. The realization that you might be truly gone has shaken them to their core. They are prepared to make amends and demonstrate through actions, not just words, that they have changed. They want to show you that they can be the partner you deserve, one who values and respects you. The fear of losing you permanently has ignited a determination within them to fight for your love. They also recognize that the lessons they've learned from this experience are invaluable. You taught them about love in its purest form, a love that is patient, kind, and selfless. Through your relationship, they have gained a deeper understanding of spirituality and the importance of being grounded and humble. These lessons have reshaped their perspective on life and relationships. They now see you as an irreplaceable part of their journey, someone who has profoundly impacted their growth and evolution. Despite the pain and mistakes of the past, they are hopeful for a future where they can rebuild the bond you once shared. They are ready to be vulnerable, admit their fears and insecurities, and work towards a healthier, more balanced relationship. They believe that with time, effort, and genuine repentance, they can earn back your trust. Ever since I met you, my world has shifted in ways I never imagined possible. My thoughts are consumed by daydreams of a future intertwined with yours. I envision us sharing countless moments of joy, laughter, and love, from the smallest details of our daily lives to the grand adventures we might embark on together. You are always at the center of my dreams. This persistent longing is a testament to how deeply you have impacted me. Your presence in my life has been nothing short of transformative. Please never doubt yourself, you are perfect and beautiful in every conceivable way. It's not just your appearance that captivates me, but the essence of who you are. Your kindness, intelligence, and compassion have touched my soul profoundly. You have shown me what it means to love and be loved genuinely. My love for you burns deep within my soul, an eternal flame that nothing and no one can extinguish. Our bond is unique, and I cherish it with all my heart. From the moment I recognized the depth of my feelings for you, I knew you were my soulmate. This realization brought both immense joy and a sense of urgency to set things right in my life. I am currently navigating through a phase where I need to fulfill certain karmic obligations, commitments, and responsibilities I must address before I can fully devote myself to you. It's a journey that requires patience, but I am committed to seeing it through because I believe in our future together. You deserve nothing but the best, and I want to ensure that I am in the right place to give that to you. This is why I am making significant changes in my life. I am striving to become the best version of myself, not just for my own sake, but for you. I want to eliminate any potential chaos or issues that could affect our relationship. Bringing you into a turbulent situation is the last thing I want. I am working tirelessly to create a stable, loving environment where we can thrive together. When I made the difficult decision to walk away, I thought I could adjust to life without you and believed that over time, the pain of your absence would lessen. However, the reality has been quite different. Every day without you feels like an eternity, and there's a void in my heart that nothing else can fill. Your presence brought a light into my life that I now realize I can't live without. This separation has only made my feelings for you stronger and more profound. One of my greatest fears since we've been apart is that you might move on. The thought of you no longer wanting me is unbearable. I constantly worry that time and distance might weaken your feelings for me. Honestly, I am desperate to hear from you. I long to know how you feel about me now, whether you still think of me as often as I think of you, and if you still believe in the connection we share. These questions haunt me daily. During this time of separation, I have done a lot of soul searching. I've come to realize just how much you mean to me. You're not just someone I love, you are a part of my very being. My life feels incomplete without you. Every experience, no matter how joyful, feels muted because I can't share it with you. I miss our conversations, your laughter, and the way you made everything seem brighter. Your absence has made me understand that you are irreplaceable. I am committed to making things right. The changes I am undergoing are not just superficial adjustments but deep, meaningful transformations. I want to be the person you deserve, someone who can stand by your side through thick and thin. This process takes time, but I am dedicated to it because I believe in us. I believe our love is strong enough to withstand this temporary separation. Please, if you still feel the way I do, reach out to me. Let me know that you still care and believe in us. Your words would mean the world to me and provide the encouragement I need to keep pushing forward. I am willing to do whatever it takes to be with you again. Our love is worth fighting for, and I am ready to give it my all. I miss you more than words can express and hope that, in time, we can be together again, stronger and more in love than ever. When you both aligned, there was nothing that could stop you from experiencing the most profound spiritual awakening. This alignment was not just a fleeting connection but a significant turning point in both of your lives. It felt as if the universe had conspired to bring you together, aligning the stars and energies in such a way that your paths were destined to cross. The connection you felt was instantaneous and powerful, igniting a spark that you both had been unconsciously yearning for. This alignment sparked an intense desire and longing for each other, drawing you both towards the profound growth occurring on a soul level. It was more than just physical attraction, it was a deep spiritual pull that transcended the material world. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, this spiritual connection only grew stronger. You began to feel inseparable, realizing that you were not just two individuals but two halves of the same whole. The feeling of unity was overwhelming at times, challenging everything you thought you knew about love and relationships. You began to see how your lives were intricately intertwined, with each of your experiences, joys and pains, reflecting and complementing each other. This realization brought a sense of peace and certainty that you had never felt before. The certainty you had about your partner was unparalleled, stemming from the deep connection of your souls. It was as if you had finally found the missing piece of a puzzle you had been trying to solve your entire life. Even when complications arose, as they inevitably do in any deep relationship, you started to overlook the signs pointing to challenges. These issues often stemmed from external circumstances or unresolved problems from the past, but they never felt insurmountable. Your intuition consistently reminded you that this was the one person you were meant to be with, and that belief provided you with the strength to face any obstacles. This intuition wasn't merely a fleeting sensation but a profound inner knowing that resonated with the core of your being. It felt as if your soul was whispering to you, guiding you through the tumultuous times. Despite the strong urge to reach out, talk, or call, you often held back, recognizing that there were still hurdles to overcome. These challenges were not just physical or logistical but also emotional and psychological. Both of you needed to address your individual issues, heal past wounds, and grow as individuals before you could fully come together. This process was challenging and often painful, but it was crucial for the growth and evolution of your relationship. The time spent apart was not wasted, it was a period of deep reflection, healing, and personal development. Throughout this journey, the desire and longing for each other only grew stronger. Every moment apart felt like an eternity, and every reunion was a poignant reminder of the deep bond you shared. You both felt a constant magnetic pull toward each other, driven by the soul-level growth you were undergoing. This growth was not only about becoming better individuals but also about preparing yourselves for the profound spiritual union that awaited you. You began to understand that this journey was about more than just finding a partner, it was about preparing for a deep and meaningful spiritual connection. It's about discovering yourself and understanding your true purpose in life. This journey primarily resonates with twin flames, those rare and unique souls who share an extraordinary connection. Twin flames are believed to be two halves of the same soul, destined to meet and experience a profoundly transformative love. This path is not always easy, but it is always meaningful. It involves growth, healing, and spiritual awakening, leading to a deeper understanding of oneself and the universe. When twin flames come together, they generate a powerful energy that can transform their lives and the world around them. Their love serves as a beacon of light, demonstrating the power of the soul and reminding us that true love transcends time, space, and physical boundaries.